Hi friends, what's up? Welcome to Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy. Thank you guys so much for being here, for pressing like, for subscribing, for commenting, everything, all of the above. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Just want to shout you guys out because you guys have been so awesome lately. I just really appreciate the love. Thank you times a million. So today I really wanted to do something lighthearted, something fun, something just, more positive again, like hype me up. Let's keep going, let's keep going. What's happening for the next 2 months? Next 2 months ahead. I really kind of wanted to get like what's going to happen this summer. What can we look forward to this summer? What blessings are coming in this summer? That kind of thing. So we are just going to intuitively go along with each pile. I think that each pile is going to be really different. So just a warning there, guys. Let's go ahead and introduce the piles. We have pile number 1 right here with 19, lavender. Surround yourself with love. Pile number 2. We have 36, gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. And finally, pile number 3, we have number 9 with phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after? Boom, so some powerful energies going on. I cannot wait to get into it. Just a reminder, guys, I still am doing personal readings. If you want to book with me, you can DM me on Instagram or email me. Information's in the description bar. Also, guys, these are collective readings, so if something's not resonating, you might want to leave it for another person. Might be a message someone else is really needing to hear at this time. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if you're just really not resonating with the pile, come back to the meditation, the 30-second meditation, which we're about to jump into, if you need more time to decide on your pile. Because maybe you just picked the wrong pile, okay? So I'm sending you guys love. I will see you at your pile. Hi there, pile number 1. You guys picked 19, lavender, surround yourself with love. So I was getting really weepy before this, right before I started shuffling for you guys. So I do get a really large feeling of sorrow. Some of you could be grieving. It was definitely like a wave of grief that hit me. So it could, definitely just be personal, but I want to put this out here because I think that there's a reason that you've been called to this card specifically. I just feel like there's a reason that you really feel the need to be surrounded by love at this time. I think that a lot of you here are struggling emotionally with intense feelings of melancholy, sorrow, grief, whatever it may be. Okay, so I am going to read the message here from the book. Ooh. Almost put my hand in the fire. Okay, Lavender. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like the best version of yourself. People you can trust with anything in the world. Maybe you've been distancing yourself from your found family, or maybe you haven't discovered your found family yet. You need to make an effort here. Go out there and reconnect or make new connections. So exactly, I'm feeling a sense of loneliness here. I definitely get loneliness. I definitely feel like missing your friends, your family, the people that support you in times of need. And for some reason, it seems to be lacking at this time. It seems like maybe it feels like nobody is showing up for you. And if that's the case, just try to ask yourself too, have you asked for help? Have you reached out? Have you allowed people the chance to be there for you? Okay, it can be really easy to point the finger and get swept in all your emotions that are telling you I'm alone and nobody's here for me. And I know, I'm not trying to invalidate the feeling, because obviously you're here, you're feeling it, and the point is you need connection right now. The point is you need love around you. You need some love to kind of build you back up these next 2 months. You've been in this intense, heavy, sorrowful energy. Like, I don't use that word in my normal vocabulary. Like, sure, sorrow is part of my vocabulary, but am I walking around talking about, I feel such sorrow? Like, I'm not doing that. So the fact that that word is coming through for you guys, it really describes to me like a heaviness that you're dealing with. It's something deeper than just your average, slap on the wrist. I don't know how to describe it. Your average, just like day to day, like you can get through it. It's like I feel like you're having a hard time. You're struggling to get through these feelings alone. So let's go through the cards, because I really want to jump into it. Like, I was really right away just getting messages for you guys. The next 2 months, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So here's what's going on, guys. You are giving away, I feel like, money for some of you guys. Like, some of you guys are giving away financial, what's the word? Like, you are financially supporting, I feel like, somebody else, or too much at this time. It's like, I just feel like this is a really hungry dog, okay? Whoever this dog is really hungry, and as long as you offer them treats, I just heard dogs barking in the distance. As long as you give them a treat, they will take it. This is the kind of person that you're dealing with, is like a taker, somebody who is very much okay with taking everything that you have to offer. Okay, so this can also be somebody in your environment as well, or just somebody in your circle close to you, somebody that I think that you love, because it's coming through as like a dog. So it might be somebody that you view to be loyal, somebody that you view to be maybe incapable of taking care of themselves. You know, it's like in a dog's world, it's like they need that owner to take care of them, groom them, feed them, take care, you know, do all the things. And what I'm getting is this person could also say really nasty, negative things, because we have next up the Knight of Swords. So it's like, I think that you might be looking at somebody as really loyal to you, and that's maybe why you're so generous to them, and maybe that's why, you know, you'll give and give and give. But here, this Knight of Swords is really telling on them, because it's showing that they don't speak highly of you. They don't say kind things about you. They don't say respectful things about you. I don't think that this person thinks very much about what they say at all. Personally, it's swords energy. It's very quick, fast, and impulsive. And especially with this being reversed, it just shows somebody who's careless, someone who is focused on communicating negatively, who's focused on not just negatively, but harshly, cruelly, in a nasty, I'm hearing nasty way. They describe others in a nasty way. And I feel like it's a deflection so that people don't pay attention to what they're doing, because what they're doing is taking from others. I think that they take all that they can get out of situations without wanting to give very much at all. So the next 2 months, I hate that the focus has to be about you pulling away from somebody, but that's what's coming through, and hints of who this person can be. We have Justice. We also have Knight of Swords. So this is giving me heavy air sign. So Libra, we have Aquarius, Gemini here, and we also have 2 energies of coins. So that could be earth signs as well. So air, earth signs going on. But yeah, I really dislike this Knight of Swords energy. It just feels like very focused, because to me, the Knights, they have a mission, they have a focus in their life, and when it's reversed, it's like they're focused on the wrong things. So it's like they're focused on getting whatever they can out of you, and then they're focused on also, like, it's horrible. They're focused on damaging your reputation. They're focused on speaking negatively about you to others. So maybe it's because they enjoy what they get from you and they don't want to share you with others, is what I'm hearing. It's like if people knew how generous you were, or how loving you were, it's like they might stop listening to this person, or they might even end up going towards you, where it's like maybe you're kind of like the middleman. Is like they get things from you, and then I don't know, and then they talk down on you as if you haven't helped them. It's just really twisted here. We have 6 of Coins reversed. This again, this represents an unbalanced give and take. This is literally the meaning of this card. When it's reversed, this shows that somebody is giving too much and somebody is taking. It just shows that this person, no matter how you think of them, because I'm hearing the dogs barking, there it is. No matter how you view them, because I think you view them as like a loyal person. I just think that this really shows their nature, is that they are okay with an unequal give and take. They are okay with getting more than their fair share. They are selfish. They are selfish. And I think it's time that you open your eyes to that, because we also have the Tower. So in the next 2 months, I think that you are finally going to stop pushing off this realization, this epiphany, this sudden change in your life. Because it's like, I feel like now that you see it for what it is, I just think that there's no going back. I just think that you can't kind of undo this Tower. I think a lot of you here are trying to find a way to clean this mess up, to not have it be a collapse, not have it be a separation even. Like some of you really dearly love this person, but it's just like, it's not a healthy relationship on your end. On your end, you're getting the shitty end of the stick. You're not getting taken care of in the way that you need. And I think that you keep trying to put this tower off. You keep trying to repress these feelings that you know something is wrong here. And I just feel like a tower moment is right around the corner, but it's like you're avoiding it. You don't want it to happen. But what you're not seeing is like that this tower is actually for your highest good. This is justice. This is what's actually fair to you, is that, and look, we have so many scales. Like the bunnies, it's the bunnies that I keep seeing, is like two little bunnies. They could have like two people. No, I'm not sure what these two bunnies are, but I'm just seeing the scales are balancing. You're getting justice by this person being not removed from your life, but I think what it is like you no longer are going to carry their words to heart. I think that you're just starting to see through this person, and I just think that you're starting to accept the situation for what it is, versus trying to avoid it, trying to see this person in a better light than they actually are. With this Five of Swords too, I just really see like you are choosing your battles. You're just choosing not to engage in these toxic behaviors. I think what it is like you are learning how to set boundaries, and you're no longer allowing people like to take advantage of you. And especially with this being the Five of Swords versus the Five of Wands, I just get this energy of like no longer listening to this person's cruel words, no longer accepting this person's narrative, no longer allowing this person's words to weigh heavily on you. Maybe that was part of the heaviness, part of the sorrow, but it's like I just see you coming out and just choosing not to listen to people who just continue to they're committed to misunderstanding you. Yeah, that's really what it is like you can have different perspectives but still come together and like coexist, still come together and be respectful and loving of each other. And I just feel like this person isn't. And it's like you have to, because of that, you have to hold a boundary now of like, I only surround myself with people who celebrate and love me and treat me well, treat me warmly. You know, this is definitely the card that you chose is definitely giving me Three of Cups energy too. Like I'm just seeing some celebration, some fun times coming in. And I think the more and more you let go of this person's hold over you, or this, it's really what it is like you respect this person, you love this person, but it's not reciprocated. And that's what's really heartbreaking about this situation, is that I think that you have been seeing this person through some rose-tinted glasses, and what it is this tower's coming through to remove those glasses. And I think you're finally accepting things for what they are, and it's really scary, but it's just, it's justice. I think you're gonna be feeling so much hope in this time. I think you're just gonna be feeling, we have faith in your dreams as well. So it's like, I just feel like you're gonna be feeling revived. You're gonna be feeling like you can see yourself clearly again. Look, we have this rainbow in the distance. It's so beautiful. Like there's just a lot of optimism here. And I just feel like we also have trust. And I think you're learning how to trust yourself and how to set healthy boundaries with other people who take advantage of you. So it's like you're learning how to be more self-reliant. You're also, I think, looking at others through this kind of lens of, are you trustworthy? Are you a trustworthy person? Are you the kind of person who gossips and backstabs and is really selfish versus for the benefit of a community? So We also have don't let pride get in your way. So that's another thing here, because at the beginning of the reading, it felt like very isolated, very much like not willing to ask for help when you need it. And maybe that's because you've been around very selfish people, people who don't have anything left to give to you because they're too busy taking. So I think you can't allow this pride to get in your way of spending time with your loved ones, because that's really what you're needing right now. You're needing I think some support, advice too. Like you're just needing safe, trustworthy places right now. You're needing places that really accept you in return. We also have believe in the impossible. So it's like, that's what I'm feeling, like a revive. Like you are completely being revived. And it's like you're filled with hope, you're filled with faith, you're filled with this belief that anything can happen. Anything can happen now. It's like I feel like this kind of sense of freedom here. And it's like, I just feel also it's like a sense of gratitude towards yourself. Like you were able to recognize this. You were able to finally accept these things. You were able to, I think for a while, it's like, it was just impossible. It was just impossible for you to believe these certain things. And it's like, I think now you're finally starting to see, even though it's a blue moon, you know, it feels sad. It feels very sorrowful. It feels like having to accept something that you don't want to. But what I really love is that we have this new moon. A new start is coming. It's like a clean slate. It's like you no longer have to live by this person's narrative or live by this person's like needs and desires. Like I feel like they would always put pressures on you of like, I need this, I want this, and I just feel like you feel free now. You don't have these pressures to please them. We also have light over here. So I just feel like you're letting the light in. The next 2 months, you're gonna be letting the light in. We go with the flow. You're just gonna be going with it. I just think you're listening to your intuition so much more that it's easy for you to kind of make these decisions because you trust yourself and you trust your intuition, and it's always leading you. It's always leading you in the right direction. Even when it's a little bit scary, even when you're kind of put into this place where you have to start over, and it requires a lot of patience as well, dreaming, but it's like it's allowing you to clear the slate and to basically do whatever it is you have been wanting. I think that there's been a lack of focus on you, especially because with this card that you chose, we have 19. If you break that into a 1, you know, this is about self-focus. This is all this, the next 2 months are about you. And I feel like it's finally about you, because guess what? This whole reading was almost all about a whole other person. And I think that it's like you deserve time for you. You deserve the light to be on you. You deserve for your dreams, your hopes, your wishes to be coming true. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at these affirmations that you'll be learning over the next 2 months. And what do we have? We have soulmates. Oh, I love it. Yes, and this is perfect. Sorry, that little scream. Oh, okay. Soulmates do not simply exist. They are created through hard work, determination, and love. Oh, I find great comfort in this. I am not a statistic, but a garden that blooms and grows with another. I allow the universe to open my heart to this exciting future. This is so sweet. Like, I just feel like you're being revived. Like, your whole, like, system. Like, I just feel like my body, like, just had a shock to its system. And it's like, you're realizing that the people that love and care about you will put in the effort just as you do. You know, you're not a statistic. You're not just like, I think that this person with this air energy kind of treated things very emotionless, like without emotions. But you're a garden that's blooming. And it's kind of like, I'm just seeing also with these cards, like this stupid dog got in your garden, and it's like they started like messing up all the flowers, you know, like shitting everywhere, taking advantage, you know, as long as you would let them. And it's like you had to set these boundaries of like, look dog, if we're soulmates, you need to, you know, I need to set boundaries first of all, because I mean dogs are you know, this is kind of a bad example. Dogs are not humans, you know, point taken. But the point is, you know, it's like setting those boundaries is the whole point. Dog or human, setting those boundaries. Not letting the garden that you have been working so hard to bloom and grow, not allow it to just be ruined by anybody who comes clambering through the door. Is that a word? Forgiveness. I will grant myself the same forgiveness and understanding that I extend to my loved ones. Painful thoughts that hold guilt are simply memories and acknowledgement of growth. I am not the same person I once was, and knowing this is glorious. Yes, letting yourself change too. With this Tower reverse, it really shows a resistance here to change. And I think that that was also your pride. It's like your pride wanted things to stay the same forever. But I think also it's like you have such a giving, generous heart, soul here. And it's like you probably grant other people with so much forgiveness, so much understanding over and over and over again. But it's like refusing to give it back to yourself. And I think in the next 2 months, you're going to be forgiving yourself, maybe forgiving yourself for being in this situation, forgiving yourself for not seeing it, forgiving yourself for not setting these boundaries. But I just think overall, this next 2 months is just about the relationship you have with yourself, stepping into justice, clearing out relationships that are taking more than giving, and learning how to revive your faith in your dreams. So it's really beautiful energy, guys. I do want to leave you guys off. We're at 23 minutes. I'm going to leave you guys off with a message from your angels. Okay, so we'll get 3 messages here from your angels just real quick. Okay, ladies, turned over. All right, 1, we have gratitude. Love it. Boom, forgiveness, double forgiveness confirmation. The next 2 months is about forgiveness, baby. And bottom of the deck, we have eternity. So, gratitude. Thank you. This is a heartfelt thanks to you from someone you recently helped in some way. I, your guardian angel, also wish to thank you for the unconditional love you emanate to the earth, humanity, and those around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are eternally blessed. May peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path. So gratitude, yeah, like this is about other people being thankful for you right now. And I think that you're going to notice the difference between people who are grateful to have you in their life versus people who just take advantage of having you in their life. So we also have forgiveness. Holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean you condone another's actions. It simply means that you're no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so, you will reclaim the joy of life. And I think that this is going to come naturally for you. If it doesn't come naturally, don't force it, okay? And I think what this forgiveness energy really is about you forgiving yourself, okay? It's not about you forgiving another person. Some of you guys, you might want to deal with that if that's, like I said, if it's coming naturally to you. Then if you feel intuitively guided to do that, I just don't want to force forgiveness on anybody. I don't know y'all's situation. If you are proudly a victim because you have found strength in that label, in going against the social, seems like shame. People put a lot of shame. There's literally a term called victim blaming. So I can understand if you are empowered by being a victim, by standing in your truth and being like, I was abused, I was a victim of this, and this, like, I support that 100%. But I think what this situation with forgiveness is about you forgiving yourself, you giving yourself the love, and also surrounding yourself with the love that you deserve. But let's get back to it, because I do think some of you want to actually forgive this person. Like, you don't want to be carrying blame. You don't want to be holding this on your shoulders. Like, if you're to that point where you can naturally forgive, I think some of you really do want to. Like, you just don't want to be, you don't want to feel, I feel like what it is, like, you don't want to feel still tethered to this person anymore. Like, you are ready for this clean slate. You're ready for this tower to clear everything away. And that's the only reason I think that you would be okay with forgiving this person who's just really selfish, it seems. Like, they just have an endless pit they just want to take. Like, would you blame a dog? I don't know. It's like in their nature, I guess, but that's not acceptable if you're being abused, or if you're being taken advantage of. Eternity. Gently move your awareness from the external world to a world of light within your heart. Allow each breath to heal you as you drift to a place beyond time. Eternity exists within you, forever sparkling like a diamond. You are, in essence, a shining star, forever transforming to ever greater light. I just feel like your angels right now want you to tap in to the light energy, to go with the flow, become as light as a feather kind of energy, and just see where it takes you. Believe in the impossible. Have faith in your dreams. Keep shining is what your angels are saying here. Keep shining. Don't let anybody take that shine away. That's all the time I have for you, Pile 1. I really do hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings, and until next time, I really do hope that if you enjoyed this video, you give me a like, you subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear it. If you guys chose this pile, you can either leave a little bunny rabbit or an elephant. I don't know. Is there an elephant emoji? I don't know. So an elephant or a bunny. Elephant or a bunny. And I'll know that you guys picked pile number 1. So till next time, peace. Hello, my beautiful, gorgeous pile number 2s. You guys picked number 36, gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. I love this card so much. I think this is such a powerful message, especially when people come in and try to tell us how to live our lives better than we better than we seem to know. Like, it's like people love to come in and think that, oh, if you did things my way, your life might improve. But the reality is they might not understand is that their way won't make you happy. They might not understand that. So let's go ahead and read number 36 from the book. Let's see the next 2 months ahead. Yep. Someone is trying to convince you that you're broken beyond repair. Unless you accept their helping hand, of course. If someone offers to quote unquote fix some part of you, it's not because they're being selfless or kind. They know that you're in a vulnerable place and they want to make you entirely dependent on them. Tell them, no thank you. You know exactly how to put the gold in your own cracks. And you see her with the gold cracked cup. I'm getting like sea witchy vibes with the necklace, and we've got the starfish and shells in the back. My little mermaids coming through. So yeah, there's somebody in the next 2 months who's like trying to kind of micromanage you and trying to come across as very kind. I just feel like their mask is very kind. They come across very much as like, oh, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to do this for you. Like, I'm trying to show you. But the reality of it is kind of belittling. It's like devaluing in a way, because they're looking at you as if they know better, as if your opinions, your experience, your information is meaningless to them. And it's like they're just like, it's my way or the highway. And it's like they're looking down on you is what I'm getting. Is like they're looking down on you because you don't exist in the same way that they choose to. And it's really just kind of like what it is. It's kind of giving me like, I don't want to offend people. It's giving kind of like being tone deaf to like your privilege. Yeah, it's kind of like that energy of like, you don't really see, like this person doesn't really see how maybe in their life things have gone a specific way because of privileges or because it works for them. And I just feel like they have a hard time seeing other people's perspectives and seeing people live differently than them. So I think once you remind yourself of that and just kind of remind yourself, okay, this person's a little bit closed-minded. And once you remind yourself of that, I think it's going to empower you to not care about their unsolicited advice. Because what I'm getting is like this person is just always like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, without really thinking about how that might affect you to suggest that. It's just unsolicited. It's not like you're asking for help or advice. It's just like they're thinking, assuming that you need it or want it because it doesn't meet their standard, or it does, like your decisions, your choices, your life is like not up to par with what they believe you should be doing. So it's really just somebody heavily trying to influence you to do the same thing as them, or to be more like them, or to, yeah, like they're just judging your operational style. Is that a phrase? Like they're just judging the way you operate. And so I love that this came out right away. We had the Two of Coins, because I am seeing is like you do know how to balance your responsibilities. You do know how to handle and prioritize the things that are going on in your life. Like, you know, financially, I think you even actually are pretty capable of staying balanced financially, and like keeping yourself, you know, on time with payments, so that kind of thing. What's interesting though is like we have this theme of water. There's so much water here, and I'm so glad bottom of the deck we got this Queen of Cups, because I kept hearing Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, and then boom, there she was. So like I just think that you have intense emotions. You carry a lot of intense emotions, but this is also love is what I'm getting with this cup, especially this Page of Cups. Like, you just have so much love to give that I just think people might view your kindness for weakness. People view your lovingness for weakness. Like, people assume because you are emotional, or that you maybe take care of your emotions or express your emotions, maybe you're just like a really vulnerable person too. I'm getting strong judgment. Yeah, with judgment here, it's like I'm getting people kind of looking at you as if you're weaker, or as if, oh, like I just keep hearing this southern term, like, oh, bless her heart. Like, people really are shaming your emotions, or disempowering you because of your vulnerabilities. And I think that you actually find power in your emotions, your vulnerability, your ability to feel things so strongly. And I think you're just trying to let go of people's idea that they need to fix you, that there's something wrong with you feeling intensely in the first place. I think what it is those other people are probably closed off to their emotions, and probably incapable of being vulnerable. And so it's like they look at you and you make them uncomfortable. You make them cringe because they haven't dealt with their own inability to be vulnerable. So because of this, we have the Six of Swords. This is interesting, and I love cats, but because of the imagery here, I'm getting is like Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters. It's moving away from troubling situations. So I'm seeing you doing that in the next 2 months. I think what you're doing is you're choosing to find like-minded people. And I think you're letting go of these, like, I love cats. Okay, I love cats. And I know that this is just a stereotype, but these cats in this card are giving me such, like, nonchalant, I don't care, I'm not gonna ever be vulnerable, like, you know, very just like whatever energy. Like, they just don't seem to care. And I think that you are moving away from these kinds of people who just like don't put in the effort, don't put in the work, act like they don't care, act like they're above their emotions, act like they're not human, like they don't feel intensely like everybody else. Like, I just think you're moving away from callous people. You're moving away from cold-hearted people. You're moving away from people who try to act like there's something wrong with you for you being emotionally available. I think you've been around some emotionally unavailable people, and it's like they project like something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you, but it's like your cup is full. Page of Cups. You have a heart full that's ready to give and love and share. I just think you have so much to give, and I think that you're kind of tired of being the person that's balanced, being the person that's loving, being the person that's able to understand your emotions and be vulnerable. And like, I think you're tired of not being met at that emotional maturity that you're already there. I was gonna say at, I'm like, that's not correct, right? But yeah, it's like, I think you're trying to find emotional maturity in people who very much lack it. So there's also the Queen of Wands. So the next 2 months, I'm just seeing you getting a little bit more confident in yourself. I see you really starting to feel sexy, confident, powerful, empowered, also passionate. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's like the summer, the flowers, you know, the sunflowers. Maybe it's just the summertime, feeling fine kind of energy, but I'm just getting like you going outside a lot more. I just see you dressing yourself up a lot more. I see you focused on going on adventures, going on paths that lead you to creativity and passion as well. Like, I'm just seeing you, I'm seeing you level up is really what's happening, pile 2. You are deciding what's worth your time and energy. You're deciding who is worth your time and energy. You are making a judgment call in the next 2 months. And look at you, like, I think that's you, the bunny, like, listen up, bitches. But basically, you know, it's like, you're just like, I think you're also setting an example by doing this, by standing in your power, by being confident, by choosing to live with an open heart, when you could easily turn it off. You could easily go cold on people. But I think that you cannot help but want to give this cup of love to others, to share this emotional vulnerability, to share these deep emotions, to get validation that other people feel just as deeply as you do. The Queen of Cups too, it's like, it shows me that you are in touch with this Page of Cups. Like, you're in touch with your inner child, but you're still very much focused on emotional maturity, like leveling up, like not staying in this Page of Cups energy, you know, challenging yourself to go deeper, to educate yourself more, to even sit with these emotions, you know. It's just like very powerful how you are taking the reins here. And look at this, we have Truth. But you see how intense it feels too? It's like you're not putting up with anybody's BS anymore. I think that you just are starting to kind of see through people, see through their intentions. You're allowing yourself to make these judgment calls, even if it's a harsh truth, even if it feels like, look, we have inner knowing, yep. Like, even if it feels like kind of quick to judge or quick to like, kind of see a person a certain way, like, I think you're not going to just close yourself off completely, but it's like you're going to notice when people are like acting a certain way, acting kind of cold-hearted or judgmental, or just acting it doesn't even matter how they're acting. What it is like they're acting like something is wrong with you when there's nothing wrong with you. Okay? And not in like a toxic way. It's like, if you know that you're struggling with certain things, that's your own responsibility to deal with. But it's like other people that like see you living happily and confidently and lovingly in your own operation. I keep coming back to that word. It's just like the way that you operate. It's like they're looking at that as something is wrong with it. Something is wrong with the way you operate. And it's just like, there's nothing wrong with the way you operate. I just think you're surrounded by people who operate differently. So I think you might kind of be a little bit alone the next 2 months, like, and I think that's why you're just like focusing more on like feeling confident, feeling sexy, feeling good, because you might kind of be spending more time alone because you've decided to not spend time with more callous people who just aren't allowing themselves to be vulnerable or honest with you. But we have hope. So I think that this time alone is going to kind of give you some more hope into, there are other people that are like-minded. There are other people that are like me. I can find community. I'm not going to be in this solitude forever. So I think that this might be kind of a fear of yours, is like maybe some loneliness, or maybe the fear that something is, you know, something is the matter with you. So it's like you're working through these fears. You're working through clearing. We have 2 new moons. So it's like clearing the slate. You're working to clear out what's no longer serving you with the 6 of Swords, like moving to calmer waters. I just think you want to kind of start over when it comes to certain friendships. Not even, actually, I see you just completely walking away with the 6 of Swords. Like, I just see you have this huge cup, and I just see you no longer sitting around and letting people take from that cup. I think you're deciding more and more every day confidently where you want to put this cup, where it's going to benefit you and others the most. And we do have meditate and contemplate. So it's like, this is a lot of hard work. Like, this is a lot of work, like self-work that you're gonna have to be doing, working through your fears, meditating, contemplating, going deep. You're really going deep, deep, deep right now, because I think you're seeking something deeper than what you already have. You're seeking something deeper than surface level. Adjustments are required, exactly. And it's gonna feel uncomfortable. It's gonna feel a little bit shaky. With the 6 of Swords, it's gonna feel like you don't have a soft place to land. And I think that's why you're just kind of, you know, you're spending more time alone, because you don't really feel like you have safe people around you. I'm so sorry, pile 2. We have time to breathe out with meditate, and also time to breathe out. Like, I'm getting really, really focus on your relationship with breathing. Some of you guys have been breathing in a very shallow way, and it's like you need to sit, meditate, and take some deep, deep breaths. Like, your body is craving it. Okay, so let's go ahead and read what are the lessons that you're going to be learning the next 2 months. So I already knew what this card was. That's why I mentioned the word callous earlier. It's not just like a synchronicity. Kindness. When others are callous to me, it says more about them than it does about me. We are all deserving of kindness, and I recognize that this includes myself. So I will be kind to those around me in order to make a more compassionate world. And I think that that's what you want to do, and I just feel like you've been around people who choose to be cold, who choose to be callous. And so I think that's really hard for you, is like to kind of have to move away from these things, adjust, make a judgment call here that this isn't working, and you deserve to have people who are kind to you. Best version. Every day I am growing into my full potential. Therefore, I am becoming more intrinsically valuable to the world. So I will walk with arms wide to receive the challenges coming my way. At this moment, I am the best version of myself, and tomorrow I'll be even better. And I think that you just lead with so much kindness and self-love, where you're like, I'm not accepting other people to be unkind to me, especially if I'm choosing to accept myself as I am right now. This is the best version of myself, I'm only getting better. It's like, you're not going to grow by being vicious and mean to yourself kind of energy. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful here. So I am going to pull 1 or 2 messages here from your angels just to finish off the reading. What do they want to tell you right now? We have invitation. We, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. Share with us your fears and concerns, as well as your joys and pleasures. There's no need to be formal, for we have known you since before the dawn of time. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself, and we love you just as you are. Exactly, like even your guardian angels love you just as you are, so why wouldn't you? You know, it's like there's people around you trying to fix you, trying to make you feel like you're not supposed to be yourself. And I'm telling you, get away from those people. You deserve to be yourself. Love. Negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose and unleash your divine potential through the power of love. And I think that this is leading you towards people who are going to love you and replace all of this like shitty shame and guilt that these other people put into you and like put into your heart and soul. You know, it's like what they did to you is going to be replaced with people who are ready to love and accept you as you are. I just see them coming through. Like, I just see them ready to take the place of the people who weren't appreciating you, who weren't seeing. It's like they tolerate you versus celebrating you. You deserve to be celebrated. You should never ever be tolerated by other people. Inspiration. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed at or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities into your life. And I think that's what this Queen of Wands energy is like all this inspiration, all these ideas, all this beautiful imagination that I think you're ready to share. And I just feel like you're a little bit nervous that people are going to laugh at you. People aren't going to understand you. People aren't going to accept you. And it breaks my heart that you feel this way, because there are people out there who are not going to laugh, who are actually going to celebrate, who are actually going to clap and want more of you and love you. And, you know, it might be hard because it could even be strangers over the people that you thought were going to support you, you know, people that you've known since childhood, you know, family, friends that you've known for years and years and years. And it's kind of like accepting that the path that you've taken here isn't what they expected. And they might try to make you think that something's wrong with you because you're taking the road less traveled. 7 of Coins reversed. I think you're feeling a little bit impatient. You know, I think you're kind of wanting things to move a little faster here for you. And that's why this inspiration and this Queen of Wands is here, is because they want you to distract yourself, because this is an uncomfortable time. Like, this is adjustments are required. Next 2 months, it's gonna feel like things are shifting, things are changing, things are manifesting into a new reality for you. And I think you're manifesting like new friendships, new loving relationships here, but manifesting best version here. But really, I think the biggest thing is for you to pour into this passion, this inspiration right now. Get these things out. I think that they want an outlet right now, an artistic outlet, something that you're passionate about doing. Like, put all your time and effort into that. And I think that this time will go faster for you. And you won't feel so impatient. I kind of want to get you guys one more of these, okay? Like, let's go ahead and see what's coming through. It's funny, I think it was the card that just tried to jump out. It's like she's painting a mural. Like, some of you really want to paint right now, really want to like be artistic in that way. Ooh, we have Clover, release your guilt. Exactly. This is exactly like people were really trying to instill guilt. One sec. So you've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long. It's now negatively impacting all facets of your life and making it impossible to function. You've come to a crossroads where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make your reparations or release yourself from the cage you've built around yourself. Hint, sometimes the first road leads back around to the second. Release your guilt. You have nothing to be guilty about, though. That's kind of the thing, is like this guilt just feels like it's instilled from other people, and it's like to a point now where it's negatively, the truth is it's negatively impacting you to the point like you're ready to move to calmer waters. Adjustments are required, time to breathe out. It's like you need to get away from this and more so into your heart and into your passion. So that's all the time I have for you, pile number 2. I am sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings. Until next time, and if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Till next time, peace. Oh yeah. Listen to the river sing. Wait. Almost done. Just wait. Hi there, pile number 3. You guys chose this awesome card, Phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after? Number 9. There might be some messages for you in pile 2 because their card the number broke into a 9, broke down into a 9 too. So, oh, here it is. 36. Okay, so there might be something in there for you. What it feels like, this reading actually feels like a progression, like just people at different places of their lives. And for you guys, I don't know if you can tell, but oh my god, I'm just hearing the most ridiculous songs in my head. I'm hearing like, oh god, what am I hearing? Like, I'm hearing all these songs about winning. All I do is win. Like, I'm hearing all these songs about winning, about success, about happiness, like just basically like high vibing, happily ever after. And it's really intense. But there's also, it's like with these high highs, I'm also seeing some low lows that are going to be happening in the next 2 months. So let's go ahead and read from the book with this Phoenix card. See what's going on. No matter how hopeless you may be feeling at this moment, know this: you can and will survive whatever trials you've been put through. From the ashes of the past, you shall create a storybook ending filled with beauty and resilience. All future flames will cower when they hear the whisperings of your name. So at this time, as you're watching this, you might not be feeling very high and mighty, okay? Like, you might be like, maybe I chose the wrong pile. Like, some of you guys are really doubting that this is gonna be you the next 2 months, because I think what's going on here is like, you feel really hopeless. Yeah, you feel really hopeless. I think that, like I said, this whole reading, pile 1, 2, 3, it feels like a progression. So it's like, for some of you guys, you've gotten past all the shit pile 1 and 2 were going through, and it's like they kept mentioning clean slates. This is pile number 2 had 2 new moons, and to me it's just like pile 1 had 1 new moon. Okay, it's like, it's just like a clear slate where you can manifest anything. And it's like, I think you've gotten to that point of a clear slate. It's like you've left the things behind, and I think what you didn't really realize, that through leaving these things behind, even though you've gained a lot of positive aspects and success, like I'm hearing success, family, happiness, like you've gained so many things, it's like you still do feel a lot of pain because of the past. Or right now at this moment, you're feeling a lot of pain because you might be feeling really isolated, alone. I'm just thinking of this, like, energies. Like, you feel like you're sitting in the middle of ashes, and it's like everything's filthy, dirty, getting all over your hands kind of energy, and like just feeling really alone, just feeling like just feeling heartbroken, really, is the energy. We also have 5 of Wands underneath that, so it's giving me like this is kind of fucked up, pile 3, but it's kind of giving me like, you actually, part of you, this like the part of you that might be a little bit toxic. We all have it. We all have a shadow, guys, don't pretend. But like, the part of you that's toxic is like, I kind of miss like the toxic people. Like, I kind of miss the arguments, I miss the drama, I miss, you know, it's like, but it's like, it wasn't because you missed how it made you feel. 9 of Swords, it's like, it made you feel horrible to be around these things. 10 of Coins underneath that, like, it could have affected your money, it could have affected your home life, it just was a disaster. But it's like the toxic part of you, because you are in this energy of like hurting and feeling alone, feeling sad at this time. It's like, because you're in that state, it's like part of you kind of misses all the drama just because you had people around you. It wasn't necessarily because it was healthy or because it was good for you or it made you feel good or in any way. It's just because you felt less lonely. So I think you're trying to fight off the loneliness the next 2 months. Like, I think you're starting off in really low energy. Like, you're starting off in a lot of like isolation and pain and just like ash, like you're in the ashes. But it's like, boom, I'm getting next 2 months, you're gonna be focused on creating happiness around you. I just see you really focused on wanting to feel emotionally fulfilled and satisfied with your life. I just think that you're tired of I think you're gonna reach a point where you just get really sick of sitting in your own ash. And I think that the free spirit in you is going to take over. We also have bottom of the deck, be spontaneous. Underneath that, we have blessings. Underneath that is feelings. It's like, I don't know, I'm just getting you, by prioritizing your emotions and what feels good and what feels happy and what feels emotionally satisfying to you, and by only accepting that, even if you feel lonely for a while, I think that it's gonna just start bringing in, calling in all of these really happy, joyous moments for you. Also with the Six of Wands, this is literally about success, recognition. This is about getting like the fruits of your labor, you know, and also being recognized. Like the recognition is a huge part of the Six of Wands. So it's like people seeing you, finally seeing you for all the hard work, seeing you for the talent, seeing you for the success that you're trying to promote in your life. Like whatever it is you're proud of, that you feel successful about, it's like you're promoting that, you're putting it out there for other people to recognize, for other people to support and value. And because you're doing this, because you're shifting your energy so powerfully, I think you're just like really got sick of sitting in this Three of Swords energy. And I think you're gonna pick yourself back up. And look, Five of Cups, once again, this is with your emotions. So it's like you felt so alone, like you just felt so like so much sorrow. And it's giving me pile number 1, I believe, was the one with all the heavy sorrow. You see what I mean? It's like you've moved past this, you've freed yourself from feeling this despair, this grief, this pain. It's like, I think, see, that's the thing though, is like, I think that just because you have found a lot more joy in your life, I still do want to recognize that like, just because you're coming out of this energy doesn't mean it's not still lingering. Let me say that again. You're coming out of this heartache energy, but it still is very much in the background. Like there's still things that you're gonna have to work through. There's still like some low lows that you're gonna meet. And I think that that's because whatever happened to you was painful. Whatever happened to you was something that called for you to have a lot of strength. And I don't know how strong, you know, you've been able to be on your own. And what's weird is like on your own, you've had to be strong out of survival. But what I'm seeing is once you get this support and love, it's almost like it's harder. Like it's harder to what was I going for? It's harder for you to like ignore it, or not deal with it, because it's like the people who love you and are recognizing you and seeing you, they also see the strength, the pain, the heartache that you've gone through. And that's part of the reason I think that you're getting this joy and recognition you deserve. So it's like, this is still part of you, is what I'm trying to say. It didn't just disappear, okay? This pain, this heartache, this betrayal, this feeling, you know, Five of Cups to me is about grief, and it's also about accepting disappointment. And so it's like you have had to accept really shitty, disappointing, painful situations. Some of you still haven't accepted it, and that's why it's, like I said, it's still lingering. It's still a part of you. But it's like that part of you, it's also helped you get here in a fucked up way. Like I hate saying that, but it definitely, like, the people who are seeing you and loving you and recognizing you, it's because they've seen you go through dark phases. But what's weird is we have this Page of Wands here, and I'm also getting like, the next 2 months, I think it's going to be really obvious to you the people who are not happy for you. I think the people who like don't want to see you supported and don't want to see you like fired up. I'm seeing 111. So I'm getting like just people who really want the spotlight to be on them, jealous people, shallow, jealous people who just like, they see you getting attention, but it's like they lack the awareness and the perspective to know how much you have, how much hard work you've gone through, or how much hard work you've put in, and how much pain and sorrow you've also experienced. So I'm just getting like, there's some like amateur kind of like student level energies that are kind of looking to you like, what did they do to get this recognition, to get this joy, to get this 10 of cups? They were just in this 5 of cups. How did they get to this 10 of cups? It's like people who are not understanding your journey, or they've only seen parts of your journey, and it's like they just don't understand how you can go from this 3 of swords to the 6 of wands. Like there's a disconnect for some people who have not, who don't know you, who don't know your full journey. So let's see, what is this? Queen of Cups reverse. Exactly. There's some people around you as well who are not emotionally available to see you in this light. Give me more, Spirit. What is this? Judgment in reverse. Exactly. It's like people who judge harshly, or, and Queen of Wands reverse underneath that. It's like, just to me, this is giving extremely jealous people. This is also giving people who are emotionally immature. They don't know how to deal with their own emotions, and so they project a lot of judgment outwardly to other people because they're not willing to do any work within. And it's like, that's, I think that's once again like we're seeing you putting in the hard work. You deserve the 10 of Cups and 6 of Wands. These people do not, and that's why they have like a lack judgment, or like the lapse of judgment. They just have shitty judgment because it's like they really think that they deserve it, even though they haven't put in any level of work, like the level of work you put in, they're nowhere near, is what I'm trying to say. And it's like, I think that there's just a little bit of like people around you who are a little bit jealous, or like, it's just kind of warning you the next 2 months. What comes with recognition and happiness is jealousy. People becoming jealous and wanting to like knock you off of that pedestal. It's like people that didn't want to see you phoenix, you know, they didn't want to see you rise from the ashes. And I just see you being like, well, how's that for happily ever after? You know, and I think it could even be like the people who hurt you in the past, the people who started drama with you in the past, coming back and just wanting to kind of put you back into that ashes energy. But I see that you're free. You're free from this shit now. You no longer are willing to accept anything less than what you deserve. And I just think that because you're being more spontaneous, like boom, you know, because you're being more free, spontaneous, you're not caring about this other noise around you. It's just bringing in a lot of blessings. And we also have magic. Look at this, magic. I think that people are kind of wondering if you've done magic, because it just feels like a sudden change. It just feels like ashes to phoenix, like so quickly. And I'm also this mermaid has butterfly wings, or fairy wings, whatever you want to call it, but it's almost like, you know, she's different than pretty much almost all of the other deck. Like, I don't think any other mermaid in this deck has wings. So it's just like people are looking at you as if like you have something special, as if you've gone through some transformation, and it almost feels too good to be true. It almost just like, I don't know, people are just projecting a lot of weirdness onto your life. Like, Like they could be thinking you are performing a lot of witchcraft or magic to get what you want. If it's true, cool, you know, they should do it too, you know. If it works, it works. We have equal parts. Oh, actually we'll wait for that, sorry. So we have a win-win outcome as forecast. Full moon in Libra. And I find it funny, I was talking about the new moons. With the full moon, to me, the full moon is about clearing and cleansing. And with it being in Libra, it feels like you're clearing and cleansing relationships that are still not viewing you with the proper respect and emotional care that you deserve. But either way, a win-win outcome is forecast. So I'm just seeing like luck, blessings, all I do is win. Like I'm just hearing ridiculousness. Like it's just like people are looking at you and being like, how in the blank are all these good things happening for them? How are all these blessings happening? How is all this reward, recognition, success coming to this person? And I think it's like you don't even care. You're just minding your business. A lot of you guys are listening to your own intuition. I think a lot of you are still healing this deep sadness that a lot of people assume that you don't carry. People just assume because you've entered a new phase, a new cycle in your life, that you're not still carrying pain from the past. But I think that you still know that you still have to deal with it. You still know that you still have a lot to contemplate and work on. So it's like, you know, you still are self-aware. You still are doing the work, you know, Pisces energy. Like you are manifesting a deeper relationship with your emotions. And I think because of that, you're just manifesting deeper relationships, period. And I love this. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So I think if you've been worried about yourself or about your loved ones, about your friends, family, like stop worrying. Spirit's taking care of them. Spirit's taking care of you, okay? So let's get to this lessons. What lessons are you learning in the next 2 months? And we have equal parts. Water seeks its own level. Therefore, I attract those who can meet me where I am on my journey. My interpersonal relationships are mirrors into my own self. So I strive to put my best self into the universe so that I shall find others who seek growth. I think you're just getting rid of all the people who are comfortable staying the same. You're getting rid of all the people who are comfortable sitting in the ash and never, you know, wanting more for themselves. Passions. Pursuing my hobbies and unique interests is not a waste of time. My hobbies bring me pure inner joy, and my interests light up my spirit in fantastic ways. I dismiss societal pressure and simply allow myself to enjoy the things I like. Yes, and I think because you're just enjoying yourself, people are just like going crazy. Like what are they doing? Like, how are they so happy? How are they like just enjoying themselves? And I think it's just because you're setting a standard of like, I only want to be around people who are interested in growth, and I only want to be pursuing my passions, like whether or not society looks at them as something, you know, this world only seems to value something that is, what's the word? Commercialized. You know, this society only seems to encourage people to do things that are going to make them money. So I just feel like if there's anything that you just like do for the heck of it, like keep doing it because it makes you happy, and that's what matters. All right, messages from your angels to end off. We have Rainbow, Star, Believe. Rainbow, you are a jewel even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. And I feel like this is definitely like just more encouragement, because I feel like I said at the beginning of this reading, it was very much rainy, rain clouds, Three of Swords energy, a lot of pain, a lot of heartache that you're still working through. You're sitting in the ashes energy. And I'm getting with the rainbow energy, it's definitely like the rain before the rainbow kind of energy. So they're just encouraging you, like, keep going. We also have Star. Believe in yourself. You are a wonder of creation. Wash away all fear and discover you are a shining star. Allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life, for the light of your soul will guide you always towards love. Remember, stars are born through explosions of love. Love illuminates all things. Never forget you're truly a shining star. And I just feel like they're wanting to encourage you, like, to look at yourself differently. They're really wanting you to see how far you've come, how far you've grown, how much you glow and shine. And I feel like this Six of Wands energy that's coming through, this recognition is something you definitely 100% deserve. And I think that you need a little bit of an ego boost here. Like, you need a little bit of like petting, you know, of like hyping up here. Like, you're a rainbow, like you have rainbow star coming through. Like, these are both cards to focus on how beautiful you are as a person. So it's like your angels are coming through to just kind of give you a little bit of an ego boost, because some of you guys might feel like you don't deserve this recognition, like you don't deserve the blessings that are coming in, but you do. We have Believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. There's nothing to fear. You're constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible. Provided you're flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe all is possible. Like, some of you guys might even be looking at this reading like, this isn't gonna happen. None of this is gonna happen. This is just wishful thinking. And I think that your guides are just coming through to be like, believe. We also have action, like drop all fear and just do it, okay? So I kind of want to get one more for you guys. I did this in the previous reading and I feel like you guys really need it too. So let's get one of these to end off. What's the message, Spirit? All right. Castle. It's time for healing, not war. So some of you guys are still really hurt. Like, some of you guys are still really stuck in this ashes energy. So it says, don't burn something down to the ground unless you have a plan to build something better in its place. But it's too late for that, isn't it? You got angry, you pointed fingers, you called for war, and war was exactly what you got. Now that it's time for healing and reparations, what's your plan? You need to take the same initiative and determination you had when this started and figure it out. Never neglect your intuition. So I feel like they're saying, even if you were hurt in the past, even though, like I said, you're going to be surrounded by really jealous, like immature people here that are trying to knock you down on this, like as you're getting recognition, as you're becoming more joyful on your journey, it's like going from ashes to phoenix, you know, energy. People are going to want to start war with you. And I think that this is an energy for you to not lose your cool, not to start war. This is a time for healing. This is a time for, you know, putting things back together. Like, I just feel like I've been watching Dr. Pimple Popper recently, and I'm hearing there was an episode where she removes keloids from somebody's ears, and in order for her to fully remove it completely, you know, for them to come back, it would be caused by trauma. And so that's what I'm getting, is like trying to do this with as little trauma as possible, like not perpetuating the trauma. Don't, like, there's no reason for it to
go deeper than what you've already experienced here, okay? So like not going towards arguments, drama, fighting, like not going towards these things that put you into this mental prison here, not things that take away from your abundance, your happiness, seeking people who are willing to put in the equal amount of work as you, and aren't just trying to fight. Like I feel like there's people that are just trying to fight here and like don't feed into it kind of energy. Oh, I love that. Sundress, do it for you. When it comes to healing and recovery, make sure you're doing it for yourself, not for somebody else. Becoming too dependent on other people will only end in disappointment. People leave, friends drift, family members become estranged. Your reason needs to be bigger than them, and believe it or not, you are important enough to be that reason. So that's all the time I have for you, Pile 3. I hope that this resonated for you. If it did, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, I am sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings, and peace.